Hello, fragrance family. I'm James Oko. This is another fragrance review. Today I'm going to be bringing you a fragrance from the house of Montale. This is going to be Wood and Spice, a 2005 release created by famed perfumer, the mystery man, Pierre Montale himself. Some people doubt whether or not that guy even exists, but he does exist. People have said they saw him before. This is a very special fragrance. You know, I own two fragrances from the Montale house. Actually four, but I only own two in these larger bottles. I own two smaller travel sizes of Oud Amazing and Fantastic Oud, but I have two of these larger size 100 mLs of Oud Edition, which I already did a fragrance review on, and I have Wood and Spice. This is a special one to me. This is really good. If you listen to a lot of the reviewers online, this is in a lot of their top lineups. It's a special fragrance. I was in the mall just checking out fragrances, and this is these Montale fragrances are available in most Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom's, high-end department stores. You're not going to find them in, a Hudson Belk or a Dillard's or a Macy's or something like that. It is niche. It is a little bit more high-end. Montale is a fragrance house out of Paris. Sister companies with Mancera. They have about 100 different fragrances. They're big on oud, kind of resinous, deep fragrances, but they use oud, they use incense a lot, they use sandalwood and different notes like that. Interesting bottles. It's a favorite among fragrance collectors. So I was in the mall and I was just sniffing away because I'm trying to become a little bit more familiar with the house. And so I'm just sniffing the different Montale bottles, and if any fragrance lover can identify with this experience where you just smell one, and as soon as you smell it, you're like, ooh, I just gotta have this one. Like, at this point, I've been in this fragrance game long enough. I wouldn't call myself an absolute expert, but I have a love for fragrances, and I know, at this point, I can smell a good fragrance and I can be like, oh, that's good, oh, that's medium. But sometimes I smell something and the scent profile just identifies with me. I love it, and I say, you know what, I gotta have that. And that was the experience with this fragrance. As soon as I smelled it, I knew I had to have it. So it was released in 2005, and it's 4 notes. It's going to be oud, it's going to be vetiver, sandalwood, and incense. And, most people familiar with, Montale fragrances will say, okay, oud, incense, sandalwood, that's in a lot of their fragrances. And you might not think that means much, or you might think, oh, this is just going to be another medicinal oud, it's just going to be another standard Montale fragrance. But that's what I love about perfumery, the way that they can just take simple notes, and through the artistry of the perfumer and the way they mix them and where they might get the ingredients from, every fragrance has its own little character, its own little style, and it's like its own individual person, and that's what you'll experience with this fragrance. This is a great fragrance. I really like it. When it comes to satisfaction and how much satisfaction I get out of a fragrance, I own a good decent amount of fragrances. I'm not crazy with it, over the top. I don't have hundreds and hundreds of fragrances, and I don't have like all of these super expensive fragrances. I have some Le Labo, some Bond Number 9, some Chanel, some Montale, different fragrances, but I have some discontinued fragrances. I have some niche, I have some designer. But at this point, I'm buying fragrances that I wear, because, I'm not a rich guy. But, so if I buy something, I'm going to wear it. So this particular fragrance, just to do this unpackaging, this is the package. You're gonna have, you know, standard Montale box. Let's see here. Let's see how good my camera is. You have your standard Montale box. You have wood and spice here. Um, you're gonna have the back. Um, I'm not that big into trying to identify where the batch code is and everything. You're gonna have this cellophane wrap around it. You're gonna have the bottom. Maybe that's where you have the batch code. Um, let's see. You open it up, and you're gonna have this kind of satin type bag that they all come in. Kind of reminds me once again of a Crown Royal bag. And then you take that off, and you're gonna have this beautiful silver bottle, which I do like. I like Montale bottles just because they're different. You have so many standard fragrance bottles. This is a nice one too. You just have so many standard bottles, and whenever you see something that catches your eye, something that's different, something that it'll sit on your cologne stand, and if you have a young lady over, she'll pick it up and she'll say, "What's this?" Because she doesn't even know what it is. It just looks so different. It kind of looks like it has this tab on it that they all have on it. But if you go into the department store, don't bother trying to take this off, because on the tester bottles that you use in the department store, these things are actually a part of the bottle. So, you might be in there in a department store trying to take this thing off. It doesn't come off. But this is the bottle, silver metallic bottle. There are some other fragrances in the Montale house that have similar silver bottle like this. I want to say Chocolate Greedy is silver like this. Also Fougere Marine, which is another one that I want to check out that I've heard rave reviews about. But it also has this, metallic chrome bottle to it. But yeah, wood and spice. And just to tell you a little about this, like I said, it's 4 primary notes. You're going to have oud, sandalwood, vetiver, and incense. And when you first spray this on, you just get this fragrance. If I was to describe it, I would describe it as woody, sweet, fresh, oud, slightly earthy. Fragrantica describes it as balsamic, but this is a masculine fragrance, guys. This is a man's fragrance. It smells great. It's sweet, it's fresh, it's slightly spicy, it's woody. Just an overall great fragrance. I like masculine fragrances. I like smelling like a man. I think the seasons that this would fit is fall and winter. Right now it's October. I live in LA. So this is perfect for right now. Even though it's the weather is still slightly warm, we're getting into the cooler weather a little bit. We don't have a lot of foliage and leaves falling in LA, but I still dig this stuff. It's a very resinous. It's strong as far as performance. It's gonna jump off your skin. I probably get about 3 or 4 feet of projection. It's gonna last about 8 hours. Women love this stuff because women love a man that just smells like a man. It smells masculine. And this stuff, out of a lot of Montale fragrances that I've smelled, this stuff smells very masculine. I've had head turns over this. I've got compliments over this when I wore it. I've had women that were around me, and then they went somewhere, and then they came back around me, and I could tell that they were enamored by this fragrance. I probably got it about 3 months ago, but I've got a lot of wears out of it. You all know that the Montale bottles, these things are pretty light. Even though it's full of fragrance, it's pretty light, and it doesn't really feel heavy. Just very unique bottle, very cool house. I'm looking to get some more fragrances from the Montale house. I want to get Intense Cafe because I know it'll be good for this time of year. It smells great. I know it's one of their best sellers and highly reviewed. I haven't got a chance to smell Ristretto Ristretto Intense Cafe. I want to smell that one. I want to get my hands. I've smelled honey oud. It smells pretty good. Honey oud. I want to maybe get a bottle of that. They do sell these on. They sell these on Fragrance Net. They sell these on different discounters in the gray market. They used to be a really cheap price for these things. You could get them for like $70, something like that. They retail at $170 in stores, but from what I understand, some of the discounters are going up in price. So, get them while you can. A lot of fragrances from the Montale house that I'm interested in. I've smelled Black Oud. I want to get my hands on Chantal Wood to smell that one. I want to smell Fougere Marine. So this is fresh, spicy, earthy. They say it's orange blossom in this because when you first spray it on, you do get a bit of sweetness. Some people say it's cherry blossom, but I've heard enough people say it's orange blossom. The main notes I get out of this is the sandalwood, the vetiver, the oud, the incense. It's kind of all just well blended together. Very, very well blended fragrance. And, I don't pretend to be some huge fragrance expert, but I just know good when I smell it. And this is great, guys. So you definitely want to pick this up. And I'm going to have more fragrance reviews coming. If you want to go ahead and hit the like button, if you like this, if you want to subscribe and join the Oko Nation, I'm James Oko. I'm going to have more fragrance reviews coming. I'm just getting used to this YouTube game, and every subscriber I get, if you want to leave a comment of encouragement, that would be great. And great fragrance, guys, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.